Check us out on YouTube. Cheers. That's the power, baby.
Yep. I don't really want to water. I want like a Gatorade or something. There we go. Tastes like freezies.
Have a drink?
Nice and cold though.
So we have a new battery, and that's the mission today, and we'll get into that later. We are clipping right along here.
Yes, we are. Against the wind.
Against the wind. We're taking the same route that we took last time.
A little cold, eh? You just felt our speed pick right up.
It is gorgeous. 22 degrees, probably the nicest day of the spring by a mile. It has been a really rough spring.
Maybe we'll stop at this beach later on.
Sure.
Because we'll try to get to the other side of the lake first, I think.
Sure.
Okay, so we got the new battery, and we're pretty excited about it. I'll show you. I'm going to grab my phone. Because on the phone here, let me open it up. So that's where we're at. So we've used 9% because I was going at full speed. But now I'm down to just a medium speed. But now we're getting back out in the wind. But that tells us that. And then there's a, turned off. And then there's another page that gets into a little bit more of the details, amp hour usage and all that. And the cool thing is right now, I'm just going to take this from us for a second. And 44 minutes. So like it's saying I still got 6 hours and 44 minutes of running time using the trolley motor.
There's the island we were at last video. We were going to our winter camp, which is about 2 kilometers still to go.
Burst the juice here. Get into that wind.
Clipping right along here. What a difference.
And the battery. This battery weighs 20 pounds.
Yeah, brand new. This is the
battery debut.
This is the game changer for us. We got a new boat. That's next.
That's next week, yeah. And or on the weekend maybe. Between the battery, now it's the new lithium phosphate battery. So we're converting from a lead acid deep cycle battery to the new lithium battery. Having the app with this battery just helps me know. I know exactly where we stand for power. Okay, we got a helicopter out here in the bag, so I don't know if there's a fire somewhere. That looks like a fire bag.
We have Nova Scotia just ordered a bunch of firefighting helicopters. I don't know if you can see that. It is directly in front of us.
Oh, well,
Look at this, eh?
Come on down, Mike. Grab some water.
Look at this.
This is cool, dude.
Look at this.
He just signaled us with his light. See that? He just flicked his light at us. That's sweet, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh, there, look, the water.
That's it. There's a practice,
Yeah,
right?
there's practicing. So last year we had a really bad fire season, and this is cool.
That's good. I got a helicopter just like that on GTA. You can see the trees moving from across the road. Those are walking.
That's really cool.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
We're pretty close to that. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, man.
That is awesome. That is the Canadian Coast Guard practicing.
That That is not typically what our Coast Guard's been running for helicopters.
Wow, these guys are really close.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm turning into this one just a little bit. Look how close we are, dude.
We are really close. Stop one or summer camp.
Where's the entrance to summer camp?
Right there by the tree, but you can't even see it.
Is it all over? No, man, that can't be it, is it?
Yeah, that's it. This tree must have came down. Summer camp's here. First stop of the day. Got the Canadian Coast Guard just in case we need help. Stop one. Mark will fill you in with the battery stats. The benches, it's an extremely steep incline. This is a big tree that we're gonna make into the benches that have collapsed due to weather and time. It's our summer camp. You might recognize it. Mr. Mark.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
So you want to show us the stats on the phone?
So we were on the water. We left at 100%. We were on the water with a 32-pound thrust trolling motor, as you saw probably down there. We also tow a little boat and put our gear there. And so 58 minutes we were on the water, because as you guys will see when we put this video together, we had Canadian Coast Guard helicopters practicing, because we've had some bad fire seasons here in Nova Scotia. So they were here practicing at the lake, and you'll see video of that. So we had to loiter. You know, we're loitering around in circles. We don't want to get too close. I think at one point we were less than a football field length away from this thing. It was crazy. So we used less than 25%, so less than a quarter of our battery for 58 minutes on the water. Not once during that 58 minutes was the motor off, because it's too windy. We're fighting like a 20-kilometer-an-hour headwind as well. So we always had to have at least medium power. So I'm really impressed.
And the other stats that you can view?
So you can view other stats. Now, what you've got the total voltage. So that thing is still at 13.2 volts after 58 minutes on the water, right? We got no, it's not going to show current or any the total power in watts right now, because we're not in use. So the battery status right now is on standby because it's out there parked. So it tells us we still have 76.5 amp hours. The available capacity is 100 amp hours. But it doesn't tell us how much remaining running time, because it's not running. If we walk down there and I turn my motor on, hours left?
Yeah.
So this battery conversion from a lead acid battery that weighed 55 pounds
down to 19.
Down to a 19-pound battery that is already, we would not have been able to do 58 minutes on the water with that last battery. That would be about your max. So we always brought a spare battery, which was only a cranking amp battery, so it was only in an emergency. And if you watch any of our videos, you'll see we've had to do emergency battery swaps.
It's a little breezy, buddy. It's a little bit windy, but we'll get back out of the lake because we got so much battery power left that, you know, most of the reason we came out here was to test this battery. So let's get out there and test this battery. That's what I'm talking about. Atlantic Canadian Bushcraft. Coming at you from Morris Lake, Nova Scotia.
Summer camp tour.
Summer camp tour.
The benches have failed, so we'll...
And you know what? If we decide to get a fire going, if we're allowed, and have some lunch, this is probably the place to come back. Or...
the island.
The island where we were last time, because there's so much wood out there.
Yes, sir.
I mean, there's not much wood out here. And somebody went, now the bench is all rotten and broken. So that could be burned now. But you can see some extra leftover wood. We'll just leave that for the others now.
Yeah. Let's quickly go to the wing camp together. Just go ahead and we'll do a tour. So, summer camp.
There's another little camp over here. I call it the satellite camp. It's like the satellite winter camp.
I call it the wing camp. Our winter camp is this is how we come in the winter if you watch our videos.
Everything's so overgrown now.
Yeah. It's so warm. So this is the wing camp.
Small little camp here.
I've stayed here before.
Got a little fire pit.
Yeah.
The appeal for this camp is if you like the heat, because there's almost no wind here, and it's wide open. There's no shade. You get out here, tough camp. It's not really level. It's pretty uneven, but
And the beach.
It's so wide open. Can you imagine how hot a tent would get out here?
So it has its own beach.
To get out in the lake and put this battery to the test some more. I mean, we've used up 23%. We were on the water for an hour, so maybe we'll go that way and then we'll go all the way around the peninsula, right to the public beach.
We are leaving the summer camp, heading to stop number 2.
Hey, dude.
Hey, buddy. He is performing amazingly. We've cleaned the camp up, our summer camp. Check out those videos. Lots of good times there. And now we're gonna head to another camp, our winter camp.
Yeah, bud.
Cheers. Let's rock.
Check out this little rock crop here. It's kind of a cool beach. Might be something to I don't even know. Look at that. That is private. No one would look. And there's another one coming up. Oh, yeah.
We are recon scouting. We have a new boat that will be debuted soon. We are doing power testing.
Yeah, the new battery.
So the island on the last video is way down there. Summer camp is there. Our winter camp is in there. And we are exploring.
Yeah. New battery transformation, new locations, exploring, you know.
We've never been down here. We've never been down here.
Okay. That's a little spot.
Go in there, buddy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go in wide because it's shallow. It's only probably 4 or 5 feet deep here. There's a beach.
Ooh, look at this, eh? We are looking for a campsite.
So I would imagine people have probably been to this beach because we're only a kilometer or so from that public beach.
Right.
So this may not be the best spot for a camp, but we passed a couple of spots that might be good for a new camp. I like that flat rock.
I do too.
It'd be easy to dock up to and stuff, right?
Look, that is a beach.
It's a beach. You get a little beach there.
We
Looks like
are,
there might be a part of a trail carved out too, eh? So that means people come here once in a while, and that's fine. That's cool.
we would be very close to the winter camp. I'm sure we could get a trail which would connect to the summer camp. We just hit a rock.
Yeah, we just hit a big rock. We're still running.
It's very, very shallow here.
Here it's not too bad. Looks like we're about 6 or 7 feet deep or something here now, but look, there's another cove here, so I kind of want to
50 feet offshore.
Another cove.
See the garbage bag hanging off the towboat. We're going around and cleaning our camps.
But we are beyond our camps now, man. This is new territory.
This is brand new territory for us.
I can see some rocks poking out of the water. There's a little cove here too. I don't know. Oh yeah, there it is. Doesn't seem to be a beach in there though. Check that out. Ah yeah, a little cove, right? Power down a little bit here.
We are putting our battery to the test. We've been in the boat for about 70 minutes. Stopping it to see another couple kilometers. We have to go around there. This is the farthest we've ever been.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Oh, yeah. Modern Warfare what? Busted up tree there. But this is literally, look behind you, Peter, literally a sandy beach.
I think we found the camp for the night. Look how clear that is.
And the water's like bath water. For the first foot, it's literally like room temperature. Out the water for other boaters. There we go. That'll dry up.
This is a new spot for us.
It's not a bad little spot. It's got a little sandy beach.
Yeah, we're gonna pick this for the camp. Lots of wood. There's a big rock wall behind there. Windy.
Yeah, it's a bit windy here.
We won't have the sun in the morning.
We're in a little bit of a gully. Plus, just the wind happens to be coming in this direction today. There you can see the trees. It's about 20 kilometers an hour, I would guess. We still got like 5.5 hours of light. Oh, I love summer. Well, the summer solstice is only Sunday. The Sunday will be the longest day of the year, so we're only a few days away from the longest day of the year.
Roger that. Summer starts Sunday.
Water's like bath water here, eh?
might be tricky to get off this beach. The wind has really picked up. Got a bunch of stuff stuck to my foot there. All right. All right, we might be deep enough. Drop the motor. All right, peace out. Nice little visit. Ooh. We gotta get out of here. Yeah. We like that. And we're off. We pulled into the dock here at winter camp. It's going to be a bit of a bugger getting in there because it's probably all very overgrown. The motor. Why is it not getting it? There we go. Good. Grab the oar there. Oh, I don't even need the oar.
We were at the winter camp. Stop. 3.
You want to put a new can on that same brand? Remember the last time we were here? It's gone.
We are trying to get to the winter camp. I have short time. Crazy. We're trying to get to our winter camp. Yeah, bushwhacking in shorts.
Hard to believe we had a camp here once.
Check out the videos. This is the actual site.
This is where I made the front yard with some of our lumber, our wood that we had to use as like, there's my fire pit I made.
The structure was right here.
This tree here, there's a tree that's been falling here. This tree used to stand straight up, and this is where it was, right in here. You can see an old tree, stuff that I had tied to the tree here. That was the tree that fell on our old camp. We still have some garbage here to clean up, but we will clean it up. We will. We'll get to it.
This is where it all went down.
And then over here, was the first fire pit.
This is where it started, right here.
Be careful what you capture, because it makes it look like we're fucking litter bugs.
The thermometer.
Our original thermometer.
What's it clocking in at? 22?
About 22 degrees.
Wow. That's amazing. So the tarp shelter was here for a lot of videos. The massive structure that you see was here. This is the tree that fell down. See this old ridge lines.
We were going to build our next shelter right here at the rock wall in the back. I was going to put the homemade fireplace there to heat those rocks up.
It's there's our old thermometer from our old winter camp like years ago. We came out here in February with a homemade wood stove made out of furnace parts, like furnace ductwork. That's almost 25 degrees. I can't believe that thing still works.
So here.
kind of want to take this with us, bud.
Yeah, let's take it with us.
I want to take the thermometer with us.
Look at it. Lots of good times here.
Yeah, man. We really did. And look, all this overgrowth here,
Yeah.
that used to be, because we had the rope tied to like this tree, and it went all the way down that tree, and then we draped the big camouflage tarp. Remember, and I cut a square out. I hand sewed with fine, small rope welder's blanket so we could have our homemade wood stove out there. We stayed out here in February.
We've had a structure here. We had a structure here.
The first time,
and we had,
look, there's some old rope. Old rope. That's from our original tarp structure we used to have. And we used to chill in here, where all these ferns have grown in.
and then we had this.
We still have
with the bricks
still there.
The bricks are still there.
Yeah. Well, when we find our next camp,
There's the bricks.
and maybe the next camp is here. We did have a spot picked out. We just never got to it, man. Just couldn't find time.
And then over here, this is the tree that collapsed.
Yeah.
We had a.
If we were here sleeping that night, it would have taken out our legs.
So the tarp would have been right here.
We had a rope from there. You can still see the old rope. It was tied way up in that tree there, and we tied a rope all the way, and we had a big tarp right here. This would have landed on our legs. Now you can see, I've cut everything off of this. I've used it for firewood.
And then, so this is where the tarp was, and then we built the house
Over here.
which was here.
The next house we built was here, but the tree, one of our main supports, fell down in a storm. But you can still see the old evidence, because you can still see that stump tied to that tree, because I had a sloped roof come down to there. And then what it did is connect from there to here. And that's what this originally was here, this log. You can see the rope still tied to the other one. Hard to believe we had a shelter here at one point with a wood stove and everything.
We shot all our videos right here, and there's nothing here.
A lot of our videos were shot. It's hard to believe.
And then all the wood from the structure is over there.
It's all over there, which we can burn in the future now. Because it's been there for a few years now, so. Now it's all burnable firewood. Just gotta bring the chainsaw. That's the fire pit I built. I did a video where I came out here by myself with my chainsaw. I made a front yard here. We had the big shelter here, like 14 by 12. And then I made a front yard here. That's pretty cool, man. So what do you think, team? Let's head back to summer camp, maybe make something to eat.
Let's rock.
Oh my God, I have to go in reverse, I think, here. All right, full reverse, sir. Aye, Captain. Full reverse.
I can hear it.
This wind seems to be working against us everywhere we go today so far. Well, we're going to head to the island, get something to eat. No point in calling it quits. Oh, all right, here we go. We've lost the air, but we're all right. All right, full power, let's get out of here.
Let's rock.
Now we're going to have a tailwind instead of a headwind, so that'll be nice. See you later, winter camp. Thanks for all the likes and scratches. My legs scratched all the hell out. Power down a little bit. We're gonna find a way. I don't really remember. You think it's about near that fallen tree, maybe? Pete? Somewhere in there?
Yeah, it's right by the beach.
I think so. I think it's probably somewhere in there. We'll go dock by this dead tree over here and see if it brings us close to that camp. It's a nice little beach to land on, though. You
stop.
Got the power. Sure, here. Quick little full throttle. Oh, just the service. Okay, bud. Let's see if we can get into this location now. I got some garbage here on the beach, but all in all, it's pretty clean. I think it's somewhere around here that we'll be able to walk in. Okay, well, today we got hopefully enough butane in these to make a burger, because right now we have a fireman. We've had a couple of hot days, and our province is super sketchy right now because we've had a couple of bad years. That's why you've seen in the videos already up to this point, I'm sure. The Coast Guard, the military, the Coast Guard's been here. They've been picking up water out of the lake. They're practicing because we've had some bad fires. So our province is really, really, excuse me, really paranoid. So we kind of thought that might happen today. So today is just going to be, we got some ground beef and some onions here. We're going to do a couple burgers. Got some buns here. And then our typical condiments. Looks like he's got some cheese. But then we have other condiments in here and stuff. Little things that will keep spices. Some seasoning. The chili powder, cayenne pepper, stuff like that. Peter likes to cook, so he usually has some seasoning. Pretty simple in here today. Looks like a block of cheese. Or two. Chips. We got the jet boil going because we're not supposed to have a fire. Now there is a jet boil underneath there. That's not too hot. I'll lift that up and show you. So what I did is I just built a bunch of rocks around it because there's attachments you can get that gives us that airspace. I don't want to waste. We're low on fuel, so you get that there. Oh, just spatula. Ooh, the rocks are shifting and stuff. Probably have to keep an eye on that. Oh, sticking. You got some butter or something? We'll fire in some butter or something. Alright. Grab a little scoop of some butter. Alright. That should save us from sticking too much there. The other side's starting to cook. We're going to smash that down a bit. Okay, so now we're looking like we got a couple patties. We got some raw onions there too. We'll saute them up, have them on the burger. Move that. Let's smash it right into the cast iron. There we go. All right, so you see this little, it looks like a formation of rocks, and these burgers are magically cooking, but hidden underneath is a jet boil. We forgot that we don't have the attachments to give us that airspace, so we just built a bunch of rocks around it. And we're frying these burgers up pretty quick. So we got Peter manning the camera right now, and that puts me on cooking duty.
As head chef.
Now we just seasoned this ground beef. We didn't put like an egg in it or any crackers in it, so it might crumble up all apart, but we don't care about that too much. These onions going here, they're hard to move around. Not a whole lot of room, it's just a small pan we're using today. There we go.
We got the mozzarella cheese.
We got some mozzarella cheese.
Right there on the wood.
Put that there. I'm going to put the cover onto the old margarine so we don't end up with some mosquitoes in that.
Want to grab the cheese off the wood and the pickles.
Ground beef here. Close that back up. All the cheese is over there on the log.
With the pickles.
With the pickles. Oh yeah, we got pickles to add too. We got some cheese.
Pure mozzarella.
Some pure mozzarella cheese. I don't know.
Pure mozzarella.
Try to cut it nice and thin. Stash it there. So next time I flip these, will be the last flip for the burgers, and then we'll put this cheese on. We got some pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard. We're using mozzarella cheese today, guys. As I used to call it when I was a kid, pizza cheese.
That's good.
Okay. Cut my salt. I'm just gonna take a quick little break from that. Okay. Okay. With that, stir those onions up a little bit. Pan's starting to get hot. We'll flip that. Get those onions there, sauteing those onions, guys. How delicious does that look? Pretty good to me. Now, I'm going to start putting some of this mozzarella. We'll get a little cheese on these burgers. I kind of got the easy way out today. I didn't have to go get a bunch of firewood. We used a jet boil.
We have a fire band.
We have a bit of a fire band going on. All right. That's that 000 sign.
That was on the tree there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And take that
It
off.
is Pride Month, but someone put gay pride on that.
So Ken, look at that, buddy. This is for you.
There you go, bud.
See you in July.
Okay, just setting up my little station here. I don't think I'll need raw onions because we do have some sauteed onions in there. So let's grab the bottoms. Those burgers are done. Let's make a couple of burgers. Tops there. So we didn't toast the buns, but they're warm. It's like they've been steamed or something. It's really nice. No, that's hot. So I got to be careful. There's the first burger. Yeah, I don't mind. I throw a little chili powder onto it. Oh, yeah. Which ones were the bottoms? These guys? Yeah. There. That'll be Peter's burger. I don't know how he likes to dress it, so I'll let him dress his own burger, but I'll show you how I'm going to dress mine. I'm going to get some of this onion. Oh, it's all this. I would like some of that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Some moutarde. Good old classic French's yellow mustard. Don't leave home without it. I'll get that little dry piece that's always on the end. That's all you need. Cute little ketchup dispenser here. Guarantee you it's Heinz ketchup. I don't know. We all prefer Heinz for some reason. Oh. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Got some bread and butter pickles. Oh, we're definitely putting a few of them on there.
Dill pickles.
How's that? That's not a bad looking burger right there. Beef burger, seasoned beef burger with mozzarella cheese, sauteed onions, mustard, ketchup, and pickles. All right. So there's my seasoned beef burger with mozzarella cheese, pickles, sauteed onions, ketchup, and mustard. And we warmed the bun. It's delicious, dude. Why does everything taste better outdoors? It's so crazy. That tastes better than anything at some fast food joint. Well, that's good stuff. The mozzarella cheese is a nice mozzarella cheese and the pickles and the sauteed onions. It's a nice touch. That's delicious. wind. Alright. And alright. Way up fucking Hollywood.
Ooh, there's the power. So, buddy, what do you think about the first day battery trials?
Oh, it's amazing. It's hard to believe. We've used 50%. We've been on the water for hours. It says I still got 2 hours of run time at full speed. Like, I can't even understand it. It's amazing. I guess the people over there on the beach. Kayaker over there. Yeah, but it's a beautiful day on the lake today. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That battery is super impressive. Let's bring up the stats, see where we're at. Right now, that battery, 48%. 47. It just dropped 47%. But we still have 47. We still have 47% battery left. After all those hours on the water today. We explored the places we've never even been before. Awesome. Awesome sauce.